What's going on, everybody? I just thought kick back, chill for a minute, and discuss some goals for 2020. Let's get serious. Let's talk about it. I kind of wanted to get a feel of how everyone feels going into the new year. When the new year comes along, everyone, are writing down their goals for the year that's coming and what things they want to change and what things they want to improve on. So I just figure let's just have a discussion about goals and what do you see in the coming future. We all can't predict the future, but we can definitely map out a plan. We can definitely set some goals. So I wanted to share something personal with you. I actually did this last year going into 2019. I used the Notes app in my iPhone. Shout out to all the iPhone users. And I just basically wrote a bunch of stuff down, just random thoughts about how I felt about 2018 and going into 2019, the things I wanted to change. So I wanted to share that with you. So I wrote this November 15th, 2018. And it goes, I have a few goals in mind for the year of 2019. Firstly, I would like to save for a house. My goal is to have a house by the end of 2019, moving into 2020. In order to do that, I would need to be smart with my money and frugal. But how am I going to be able to do that if I want to travel? I would like to travel to Texas, Los Angeles, and Canada. I want to go overseas as well, possibly India to visit Ellen. Another goal, and one that is pretty much on everyone's list, is to be healthier. I won't put too much emphasis on this because I find that when I tend to do that, I never really follow through. So just know I will try and be more cautious of what I eat. Focus more on me. I feel like the second half of 2018 has been such a learning curve for me. I learned a lot about myself and those close to me. I want to continue to build on that and just learn more about life and how to live my life to the fullest potential. Now here's the goodie. Film. Oh, how I want to expand and grow my business. Film goals for 2019. Produce Nick's film. Write, create, and produce 2 scripts of my own. Invest more into advertising for photography and videography services that I offer. Create more of Life's Littles and Sessions segments. Those are segments that I do for my film company, Creative Scales LLC. Mom is turning 65. I'm going to plan a huge birthday extravaganza for my mother, one that she most definitely deserves. The word for 2019, focus. For the end of 2018, my motto is, or was, go with the flow of life. I think I'll continue to ride that wave, only be a bit more organized and stick to that structure flow. So, of all of that I wrote, what did I meet? So, the first thing on my list was a house, to save for a house, and I did not do any of that. I didn't save for a house, I didn't do research, any of that. So I did not meet that goal for 2019. Be more smart and frugal with my money, not necessarily, because basically this whole situation happened where I got sick. So I got sick this year and I was basically out of commission, meaning out of life, doing anything, making money, all of that for about 4 to 6 months. So that did not happen. Traveling, that did not happen as well because of the fact that I was not making any money due to me being sick. And then the other goal was to be healthier, and ding ding ding, yes, I met that goal for 2019, which I'm very happy and proud of. I would say partially is because I was sick, I wasn't eating, so I lost a good amount of weight. But even before then, I was going to the gym with my cousin and just being mindful of the things that I ate, and I did notice the weight drop off. So that is one goal that I actually did meet. Focus more on me, ding ding ding. That is another goal that I did meet for 2019. I focused a lot more on myself rather than always trying to live for others. So that was one of the things that I did do more of, was focus on myself. I still feel like I learned a lot of things even though I was sick, but that type of situation or experience helped me grow, be better. Couldn't have gotten through that sickness without the help of my mother and my father. But my mother did the brunt work. She was there for me every single day, and I thank God for her every day because she's amazing. She helped me through it all. And then film, how I wanted to expand and grow my business. I feel like I did partially meet this goal. So I actually did collaborate with a few people that helped write some of my ideas into scripts. So I actually did meet that goal. And then with the person that I was collaborating with, Nick, he and I actually are in the process of collaborating on something, and we started that earlier this year, so that's going to keep going, so I'm happy about that. The next goal was to plan a big, huge birthday for my mom, and I failed epically at this, which is terrible. I was actually going to try to plan that August, September, give it a month or so, but yeah, got sick in July, but I can't fully blame it 100% on the sickness. I probably should have jumped on it a lot sooner, but even still, I was sick during the time that it was her birthday. But there's always 2020. I mean, we could still celebrate and turn up for the 65 on the next year. I mean, it won't mean as much, but we'll see what happens with that. And then focus. My word for 2019 was focus. And I felt like I did do a lot more focusing on just myself. Like I said, focusing on things in life that I, need to pay attention to more, or just, absorb more information about certain things. I did actually start writing for 2020. For 2020, and I'm going into 2020 with a whole new mindset. A lot of things have changed for me over this past year. I feel I've made a lot of personal change, internal change, changes within, whatever you want to call it, it's happened. This year seemed like it was full of big moments rather than micro events. Things I remember. Celebrating my 33rd in Vegas, which was awesome. I celebrated with my mom and my aunt. I had a great time with them. It was so cool. I fully got over a relationship which ended in 2018 to move on with my life and move forward and accept the whole fact that we broke up. And, it's hard to get over breakups, but, I was sick. That's the main thing I remember about this year. I was sick for so long. I went to Busch Gardens with my niece, my nephew, my brother, and my sister-in-law. I had a great time. Rode a couple of rides with my nephew. It was awesome. And then when I got sick, I feel like I had a new perspective on life. Not necessarily a fully new, like rejuvenated, like, oh my God, I was about to die perspective on life. But I just viewed things differently. And being sick and then not being able to do normal things you would do on a daily basis, your mind gets to think I was really in touch with myself. Like I said I didn't think I was going to die, but it felt like it. Seems like that whole time of me being out of work overshadows everything else. It's the main thing I think about. So basically, if I had to say one thing about 2019 that I remember the most, is just being sick, and that's honestly the truth. So let's set goals for 2020. I want to pay down my credit card debt. So basically, I feel like the previous year with me setting the goals is basically I just jumped to, I want to save for a house. I want to get a house. But work on the things that you need to do first before you can even think about saving for a house. So I put after that, save for a house, be more selfless and honest with myself and help others when I can, but when I see no progress, I leave it alone. So basically what I was saying regarding that is I had a really awesome conversation with my cousin and her husband, and we were sitting around the fire pit and we just were discussing things that we think we need to change about ourselves. And one of the things they mentioned to me was selfless. I don't feel like I'm a selfish person, but when it comes to certain things in my life that are close to me, certain situations, I really need to be more selfless in those aspects. But I appreciate their feedback and what they said, and that helps me understand myself better. And then when I say that if I don't see a progress with, so say I'm trying to help someone and I'm trying to be perfectly honest with them, and we're just I'm trying to be there, but it doesn't seem like they're willing to change, or there's no progress, there's nothing that could come from me trying to help them or whatever, then you just leave it alone. I want to remind everyone in life how much I care for them. I want to just be more open with my family and my friends and tell them how much I care about them, and just be truthful with them and honest. I want to continue to build our relationship, continue to work on self-love, and keep being open-minded. Part of my goals is just to keep being honest with myself. I got to be honest with myself first before I can be with other people. So I feel like working on myself more helps me be better towards other people. And then this all kind of ties in together because my goals are pretty much piggybacking off of each other. I also have to stop living for others. As much as I am my own person, I still live and do for others more than I should. I need to be able to feel more free and less stress. So stop worrying about doing something to please that other person and focus more on me and hope that things will come in due time. That is probably my #1 goal, right next to the situation with the house, because I realize I do too much. It doesn't even have to be physically, it can be emotionally, it can be mentally, but I'm just doing too much, where I'm focusing too much on that one thing, where I can be dedicating my time, to different places and different aspects of things. And I just need to work on that a lot more. And I guarantee you that I'm coming back here at the end of 2020 saying, I did it, I worked on it, And then the word that I have for 2020 is determination. I'm determined to get a house by the end of 2020 into 2021. That is my goal. So determination to, do more within my film company, determination to pay down my credit card debt, determination to get a house, determination to be open and honest more with my, family and friends. I just wanted to make this video because I kind of just felt like it was a great idea to jot down, even if you write it physically with a pen and paper, or if you use your phone and your notes app, just do that. I think it's a good idea for you to write down, some of the goals and things that you have in mind for the year coming. I feel like it's good to do that on a daily basis. Like, you can write down some of the things you want to accomplish for a week. You can write down some things that you want to accomplish for a day. You can write down some things you want to accomplish for a month. So you can do either way. 12 months, just looking back on everything. 12 months is a long time. A lot of people don't understand that a year is a huge amount of time. I mean, even 24 hours, a lot can change within a couple of hours. So imagine what can change within a year, within a month, within a week. So basically, I'm just expressing how I feel and just being open and honest with you guys, whoever's watching this. You got to learn to do this for yourself and be honest with yourself and love yourself and care for yourself. And if you feel like you can't love yourself, then seek help to try to get that and maintain that. I actually see a therapist, and a lot of people that know me would say, Quita's so happy and she's outgoing, and that is true. I am all of those things. I am all of those things, and I'm, I like to make people laugh and all of that, but there's still things that I need to work on personally, so that's why I go see a therapist. You know what I mean? I'm not ashamed or embarrassed to even mention that. I think that therapy definitely works, trust and believe. So, you gotta love yourself. That's number one for sure. Love and care for yourself. You gotta love yourself first before you can love anybody or anything else. People can preach that over and over, but it's the truth. You wanna be able to live free and not live so caged in and feel like all of your thoughts and feelings are just, trampled or just crumbled or crushed or whatever the word I'm looking for. But you want to be able to be living that free life, and you may have bills and all that stuff, but that stuff, it'll get better. You can't let that type of stuff wear you down and stress you out. You have to want to be better for yourself and then extend and express that love to everyone around you. People, live your life the best way you can. Don't let anyone try to mold or shape you into what they want you to be. Be who you are. And if you don't know who you are, then find out, discover, experience different situations in life. Do you. Do what you have to do for yourself to be better. There are resources and everything that you can, research to try to find help if you can't figure out where to start, But I feel like a place where you can start is just basically writing. Like, I love to write, and I've always, written since I was a lot younger, a young child. Wrote my first poem, was stuck in the moment. So yeah, like, write stuff down, write goals, write just how you're feeling. Like, I do that all the time. Like, most of the things that I do write doesn't always make sense, or it doesn't always rhyme, or it could be just random gibberish to some, but to you, you're looking at it like you're just basically just jotting down your thoughts, because you're just trying to get some of it out. And I think that would be a good place to start. Just think about some things that you don't like about yourself, think about things that you do, and how you can improve on things that you do not like about yourself, and then how you can make better the things that you do love and like about yourself. I want to wish everyone a beautiful, fantastic, prosperous, growing 2020. We're entering a new freaking decade. It's crazy to even say 2020. Like, I remember when I was younger thinking about the future and how we'll have flying cars, and how most of the films always say in the year 2026, it's like, holy crap, yo, and we're here and we don't have flying cars just yet, but that's fine with me. But it's just crazy to just think like, oh my gosh, we're entering 2020. I'll just leave you with this. My goal in life, meaning in my entire life in general, is to leave an impression that people will remember. I guess my goal would be to leave others happy. Like, I want to basically be able to know that those around me are happy and I can make those other people laugh. I want to be able to bring joy to others in life. That's my ultimate goal. And that's why I am who I am, and that's why I like making people laugh and smile, because you never know what type of day someone is having, and you just crack a joke and they laugh, and maybe that helped them in that moment. That's my ultimate goal, is just to leave that impression that you know, I did bring joy and love to someone's life. I just want to know that at least I made some type of impact in a good way. So happy new year, enjoy it, and remember, love yourself, love God, and appreciate the little things in life. Details matter, baby. Y'all have a good one. Happy New Year.